games like this, we woke up. You ready? Let's go, baby. Mob on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Bills have won each of the last 7 meetings with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins feel extremely confident after that huge fourth-quarter comeback in Baltimore last week.
The visiting team is cooking in the direct sunlight.
And away we go from South Florida.
Third down.
All right, stadium, everybody go get your grills, man. Time to cook. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half. Came back and cleaned them up, that's the bird bath. Moving on now, team feeling strong now. To a time the anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got cheater, defense beater, slow them down, ain't got a chance. 17 through the scene, hit them with that water stand. Anyway, defense straight, got our stockpiling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo.
Hey, man, McDaniels, he's gonna need a wheelbarrow, man, for his nuts to carry around, man. He got a lot of cocoa on it, you know what I'm saying?
Miami, Florida, Dade County, 305. Yeah. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't rain. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't rain. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. Jalen Waddle with the catch, to a throw it, go fed. Big Mike with the round, O-line looking stout. Miles G with the run, South Beach having fun. Other team gonna lose, don't care who boos. 305 is the place to be. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. Don't care what people really gotta say. Ride till I die, fins up every day. We winning the game, we going to a party. Spitting on the beat like Playboy Cardi. Gonna take a pic with Waddle. About to celebrate with a bottle. Dolphins about to win the dang ring. Grind and shine, bling bling. Don't give a what, look if you buck. Your team is so trash and they really just suck. His squad. Miami Dolphins, my squad. Aqua and orange on me every day. Shawty really about to be my bae. I'm always repping the 305. If you hate to leave, you can say goodbye. At the end of the day, Miami with the dub. After the game, I'll see you in the club. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't rain. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't rain. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast.
Hit squad representative. Big beats, we eat squads up for dinner. Legendary team, better watch how you approach it. If you can't swim, get tossed in the ocean. Get lost in the ocean. Bad attitude, we be causing commotion. They ain't kind of boy, one claim South Beach. When the South Florida sports so low, the mouthpiece. MIAMIDWA, that's the way I vibe. Throw fins up, that's the way we ride. All around the globe, Dolphins worldwide. When I click with JB, then you know we made heat. Lead teams in the dark like it's new EP. Fans out of this world, we the new EP. Defense doing magic, make your QB sleep. When we hit the field, then we get into the grind. Hit that touchdown song, then we get into the shine. Working every day so we can get back to the prime. If you check your clock, you can see it's 2 a time. Even if it ain't ticking, then the fans still there. Screaming out loud with our hands in the air. You either got a full cup or a can in the air. Win the Super Bowl, that's the plan this year. Yeah.
Gulf Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bam and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bam and he's so stupid fast. MCJB.
City rising, a little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds a gift. He knowing when to go with fits. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get fit out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't wanna overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, league gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say 2 or from that rock. Shout out to Samoa, and now it's time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows, stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some Chateau custom with some Dolphins colors, just to let them know we here. Yeah, I know the whole city rising. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
To a time, to a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem, like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on a show. But the young man up, and the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings, cash out on investments. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all the smoke.
Falling down on the sidelines.
Help is on the way.
Telling the fans, help is on the way.
808 touchdown.
MCJB.
Hey, Khalid, slap that boot.
DJ Flair, make the money flare.
Going crazy about the fiends, so we really battle win. Jalen Waddle too fast, he Mozart with the dash. Clocking in, it's 2 a time, I was running through the line. 305 all day, ready now we gonna play. Spitting on the beat, you better watch out for the fins. We going to the Super Bowl and really gonna win. 3 from Miami, Dolphins here to stay. Best be ready, cause we not just here to play. Cheater with the catch, do a throw it, go fish. Big Mike with the route, old line looking stout. Aqua orange all day, 305 every day. Fins up, have a blast, defense, make them crash. 2 with the ball, wide receiver gonna catch it. Jalen with the touchdown, Waddle with it. Baker with the hit stick, like he had a mod. Byron X, you know they both clamp yards. Bends up. Bends up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phinsaholics Show. I'm your host, Batman2423, in this house on this lovely Monday evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some amazing news over the weekend, but unfortunately, the Miami Dolphins have not come out publicly and said yes or no on these Vic Fangio rumors. So the Vic Fangio show is on hold for right now. Again, if I was a betting man, I say he does sign with the Miami Dolphins. But a lot of conflicting reports going back and forth, starting from, I believe it was Saturday. Was it Saturday? It was Sunday. I think it was Sunday. I'm trying to remember now. I think it was Sunday. Just back and forth. Tom Pelissero started it off. I believe it was on Sunday, and he was talking about, I'm going to read it for you. All right. So this says he started off by saying that the Miami Dolphins basically had an agreement on a 3-year deal, possibly with a 4th-year option for Vic Fangio to join the Miami Dolphins, making him the highest paid defensive coordinator. Since then, things have transpired and a lot of conflicting reports. And for those of you that don't know, Tom Pelissero obviously, works for the NFL Network, high regarded individual. It's not some Joe Schmo from the streets, putting out a report out there, and, his name is backed up by the NFL. So the NFL Network. So that being said, it's hurtful because we were all with the mindset that we got a deal in place and the deal was done. And, Miami Dolphin fan base rejoicing, whether you were a Tua hater, Tua fan, or a believer of just the Miami Dolphins, we were all happy. And, this is a great start, great hire, especially having a mind like that on the defensive side just helps a young coach like Mike McDaniel, person that's been doing this for the year. I mean, we went back, we looked at his history. If y'all don't remember, maybe about 2 weeks ago, we went back as far as I think 1990, starting in the NFL, working through the ranks, a guy that really knows his linebackers. And that being said, that's the unit that we've been, at fault as far as improving for the last maybe 15, 20 years. We haven't seen extremely great play at that linebacker position. So we're all happy because we know Vic Fangio is going to bring a mindset here that's going to change that, move some pieces around, and whether he does it all in 1 year, and maybe it takes him 2 seasons, but we're all the mindset that at least a linebacker unit is going to have much dire improvement that we need for this Miami Dolphins team. Therefore, and I got to give a quick shout out to Andres, man. Andres has been on point all day, man. Shout out to Andres, man, feeding me and Lewis, news that's been coming out throughout the day. We got some great news also about the salary cap that came out. But let's go back. Let me see where we can start. All right. So let me start off from Saturday. I believe it was Saturday evening. I was talking with the homie Mo Sauces. As y'all remember, Mo was a big part of the Miami Sports Fanatics, that we would bring him on, and he would he would give us some news. And I've been with the mindset that the Miami Dolphins are trying to build something special on the defensive side. I've been mentioning it on the show. And I don't mean just Vic Fangio. I mean a plethora of minds put together by Vic Fangio to try to give the defense something similar to what McDaniel did for the offense, bringing great minds to work together with Bevel, and again, I'm with the mindset that something like that might be brewing with the Miami Dolphins. I asked Mo without saying the statement, and I said, Mo, have you heard anything on your end as far as, and he says that he has heard that as well. Miami Dolphins are trying to build something bigger. It's not just Fangio. Now, take it with a grain of salt. Not saying it's going to happen, but, I'd be pretty cool if Fangio could bring in, what's his name, from the Vikings that he just got fired, defensive back coach that we were going to bring in back in 2019 when Flores got hired. Jared, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. He's a defensive back specialist, got fired, and obviously we know with the rumors with the system from the Seattle. I can see a collective unit of guys coming on here and coming to the Miami Dolphins and collectively having to work together. And Mo was talking to us saying basically that if Vic does come 100%, that he can see where Fangio, McDaniel, and Greer will be in charge of personnel, players, additions to the team. So they will be working together instead of just the head coach. They would be working as a cohesiveness unit as far as all three, as far as scouting, players in free agency, and see what additions they can make to the Miami Dolphins. Armando Salguero obviously basically confirming that he's heard from people, that he is a Miami Dolphin. These are things that have transpired in the last 24 hours. And then we got an interesting news, very interesting news. It said Chris Kaufman said concerning the long-running feud between Stephen Ross and Jed York could be interfering with the Dolphins reeling in a big fish they thought that would have already been caught. Could Jed York have phoned Vic Fangio and told him not to sign anything until the 49ers put together an offer? So right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Dolphins might be in a bidding war with the San Francisco 49ers. Obviously, they're going to lose their defensive coordinator. He might, land a job as a head coach. He's in position for Houston. There's other options as well available on the table. And they're going to lose him. Now, he's going into a situation where he's 65 years old, and Vic Fangio is pretty much looking for a place where he's going to call it, a career, right? You have Miami, beautiful weather, beautiful place. There's rumors out there that he has family down here. The state tax helps him out when it's time to get paid. If Miami was willing to, what the rumor has is willing to make him the highest paid defensive coordinator, that would help him tremendously if, he would pick Florida. But then you have the option as far as California sliding in and being the defensive coordinator for the established number one defense in the NFL as far as the San Francisco 49ers. So it's a matter of he's willing to retire in Cali or retire in Florida. Miami's offering more money, and obviously he's probably going to get more money in here than he is in California because of their state tax. But at the end of the day, that is a power struggle now we are going back and forth in. Again, Miami could come out right now, shut the rumors up, and say, hey, he's in the building, he's signed, we're good to go, we'll cut him a cake, welcome to Miami, sing the happy birthday song for him. But unfortunately, we haven't done that yet. And I'm in the mindset, Miami, when it comes to Miami media, they're always a step behind. And I know a lot of people want to say, well, but you hear from Sam Salguero, and they hear from within the building. Sometimes they're in the building, but right now they're not in the building. But they hear things, and then they get informed before a lot of people. But at the end of the day, a lot of these guys, Miami media is always late. Always late. It might be a day, it might be 2, it might be even 3 days late before we even get some news. Out here on YouTube, Twitter, multiple channels will put out news that y'all are hearing, and then boom, you'll see it on Bleacher Report, you'll see it on, you name it. So you'll hear it first somewhere else. A credible source, Adam Scheffner, another gentleman, has not vouched yet for the Vic Fangio move. So that is very concerning. If I'm being honest with it, it's concerning to me because if Miami Dolphins have not put pen to paper and got his signature, got him in the building for whatever reason, whether he's waiting, contemplating another offer, or contemplating more money, or he just wants a little bit more power when it comes to getting his staff and players, that is an issue, ladies and gentlemen. It really is an issue. Again, if I'm a betting man, I say it was a 70-30%, 70% he signs, 30% he doesn't. But I don't want to come out here and say he's a done deal for sure. I mean, as much as I want to tell the fan base that, I got to be honest. It's not a done deal for sure. I mean, again, it could be all smoke screens that we're seeing from San Francisco and from, God knows who on Twitter that knows who, and just trying to mess with the Miami Dolphins some more, like they've been messing with us all year. But these are all things that we need to really take a look at. And again, Barry Jackson, answering a question, says Dolphins were told they have a deal. So Barry Jackson's he's not coming out here yet. It's a done deal. He's saying Dolphins. So he's basically repeating what others are saying, but he's not putting his word on it, as per Barry Jackson. No, he's saying Dolphins were told they have a deal. He's like, that's what I heard, at least, from somewhere else. Not saying that I heard it, but that's the rumor going over there. I don't like that. I need some concrete answer. No, no pun intended to the homie Concrete, but I need some concrete answers. Did you? I need a picture with him with a blue pen sitting at the table, hugging Greer McDaniel like he's the number one pick in the draft, getting him signed, cutting a piece of cake in the other hand. That's what I need to see from Vic Fangio. I need to see that. That's going to make my rest of my week a lot more smoother. As y'all know, we come out here, we break news, ladies and gentlemen, again, and it's going to be a long week, ladies and gentlemen. If we're not getting any answers, it's going to be a hell of a week for us Miami Dolphin fans. A hell of a week. Before I open it up, I'm going to open up the panel, the section right now. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all welcome to come up. Let's talk it up. Let's chop it up. I'm not, shout out the sponsors real quick. But yeah, like I told everybody on Twitter today, shout out to the homie Lewis holding down a space. You know, the Miami Dolphins basically are trying to get the cake in place, the one that they put an order in for a cake. So they're trying to make sure the cake makes it to the house first before they bring in Vic Fangio. You know, there's rumors out there that Vic Fangio was spotted at La Carreta in Pembroke Pines ordering some croquetas. You know, I can't vouch for the rumor, but that's the rumor on the streets. Whether it's real or not, that's a rumor that we've been hearing. You know, I'm sure the homie Lewis is going to let y'all know, if you'll see him later today, that he's been eating croquetas at Pembroke Pines, Vic Fangio with his family. So we'll see. Another just big news that came out today, ladies and gentlemen. Again, shout out to the homie Andres, you know, dropping knowledge all throughout the day. The salary cap went up for the 2023 season. So right now the salary cap is projected to a record $224.8 million per club. So for the Miami Dolphins, a little bit over 16 million, meaning, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, we are not in the negative, ladies and gentlemen, for next season. So whatever moves the Miami Dolphins do as far as restructures, cuts, it's all going to be in the positive. Again, this is 16. This is potentially 60 million. Everybody's getting, but at least we're not going to be in the negative. We don't have to worry about that negative 16 plus whatever we want to do. This is something that's very positive for the Miami Dolphins, especially if we need to revamp this linebacker unit and bring a couple guys in, or we sign some of our own. I very well see him play the Christian Wilkins being read up before his final season. I see Miami top priority. I mean, I think right after Vic Fangio, I think getting Christian Wilkins done, signed, and delivered is going to be something Miami Dolphins are definitely going to have to do, especially if Vic Fangio has 1 year with Christian Wilkins, because his contract might be worth another $20 million on top of whatever he thinks he's going to get in the market, because Vic Fangio's defense is just going to make Christian Wilkins play at another level. So we got to get Christian Wilkins signed right now, multi-year deal, get it done, whatever it takes, and then worry about later on the back end. But again, drop the link. I got some guys in the back. I do want to shout out the sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a hell of a week, man. We're going to do happy hour early on Friday. Batman's off this weekend, so I know we're going to do a real happy hour. For right now, I'm scheduling it for 5 p.m., but maybe we could do it 4 o'clock, depending on how we feel, ladies and gentlemen. We could do an early happy hour. I want to be able to cook with a couple of y'all that don't get to come because it's Friday. You're probably spending a time with your family. You're spending time with your loved ones. You know, you're spending time with your significant other. And maybe the last thing you want to do on a Friday night is come to the Phinsaholics show and drink a couple beers with the homie Batman, or, you know, buy me a shot, whatever it takes. I'm definitely going to be buying a bottle, maybe a bottle of Crown Apple. I want to try the apple. If I can get my hands on peach, I'm going to get the peach, but I'm going to, you know, definitely we're going to be cooking all throughout the week. And again, you know, soon, little by little, we're going to be some changes to the channel. You know, I'm going to be bringing on some people to be working with directly with the Phinsaholics show, being a part of the Phinsaholics show. As y'all know, Batman started this when it comes to, you know, interacting and coming together as a unit and being able to give Dolphins content. And I want to be able to do that with a lot of y'all and a lot of familiar faces that y'all seen before or have been seeing as of late. I do want to bring them onto the channel, and I got big plans for that. So I want to give a special shout out to those people that you know who you are, and then some of y'all haven't gotten in contact with yet. But ladies and gentlemen, sponsor of the show, obviously Vesasor, best brewing company down here in South Florida. Come out to Vesasor. You want to get some good beer, good food, good music. Ladies and gentlemen, ain't no better place for you to go search. Come down to Wynwood. I was out there this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the best. It's the bomb, diggity calm. It's a really good place. Good beers. They got about 20-something beers on tap. They got a bunch of beers. Right now, I think they got buy one, get one for free on the big bottle beers from the fridge. But they got great beers, awesome beers. They got specials out right now with Malayer, another really good beer that you can find everywhere, gas stations down here in Miami, your local 7-Eleven. You're definitely going to find all these beers there. So shout out to Vesasor. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we're running a promo. At the 275 mark, we are doing the Cater Kohu Miami Vice jersey, ladies and gentlemen. That is one and only by the man Cater Kohu, a superstar in the making, ladies and gentlemen. And we got this giveaway. And I know everybody wants to wait till Fridays, because Fridays, you know, we do specials for the giveaway, and that's a constant thing that we do here on the regular as far as Fridays. But nonetheless, that is something you definitely need to look out for. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give you all a count, because this giveaway is going at the 675 mark. We're at 638, ladies and gentlemen. So we're about 30-something, 40 subscribers away from the Cater Kohu jersey, and I believe we could probably hit that in a week or two. Thanks to y'all, we can make it happen. Spread the word on Instagram. Spread the word on Twitter. Spread the word on your MySpace, on your Facebook, on your TikTok, on whatever you platform you want to roll with and you like. Go spread the word, man. Y'all want to tune into some good Miami Dolphins content Monday through Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, look further than no place. And obviously, you got the homies on the TFTG side. There's just sometimes it's a little bit too late for me. And I got to catch the show on the repeat on the morning side. But great show, man. Shout out to everybody. CB83. Shout out to Miami Fan Talk. Shout out to Miss Finn. Shout out to Stephen D. Shout out to Larry. TD Fins, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Much love to everybody. 305 Sports, babe. Much love to everybody. And again, last sponsor, Tailgating 305. As you know, the best chains in the game, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all know, Christian is hard at work right now. He's making me 3 custom pieces for my new place that I'm moving into. Ladies and gentlemen, he is making me these Miami Dolphin logos that I've been dying to make for a long time. These is going to be wall art that I'm going to have set up at my new place. And shout out to Tailgating 305. Christian's hard at work at that. And if you want to get some custom Miami Dolphin stuff, that's where you got to go, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you got to go. Last sponsor of the show, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in the state of Florida, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me very, very carefully. Shout out to Nubia Vega. You know, up in Sunrise. You don't need to live in, so as long as you live in the state of Florida, take down the number, and I promise you it's going to be worth your while. Whether you decide to move your car insurance or any kind of insurance, they do auto, trucks, boats, motorcycles, home, flood, commercial, life, health, truck, business, anything you need, ladies and gentlemen. Nubia got you. Just tell them Batman2423 sent you. Ladies and gentlemen, she saved me $94 on my car insurance. I am grateful for that. 100% grateful for that. But again, you got to live in the state of Florida. I know we got a big fan base that they're outside of the state of Florida, but you're in the state of Florida. Just give her a call. Let her know, you know, Batman2423 sent you. She knows who I am. We've been in talks. We decided to put this together. And if she contacts me and says that, you know, such and such, you know, decided to, you know, do business, I'm going to send you guys, you know, a little sticker in the mail, maybe with something else. We'll see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. But shout out to Nubia. Make sure you ask for her. If you don't, it's okay. Just, you know, tell them Batman2423 sent you from the Phinsaholics. They know who I am. So make sure y'all hit them up. 954-903-5566. Again, the number is 954-903-5566. Again, great prices. You don't have to make no commitment, but just so you can see how you're going to save money. And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, who doesn't want to save money? At the end of the day, who doesn't want to save money? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We're all here trying to help everybody out. So let's welcome them help Monty friends and they kind of go on, gentlemen.
What's good, Batman?
Pretty good, man. Watching some clothes, talking some films. That's the story of my life.
What's going on with y'all?
Man, can I be honest with you, Dave and Mounty? I know you guys, you know, you saw the back end of what happened today on Twitter. Hell of a day. Shout out to the homie Lewis.
What? You know, what happened? What happened?
What happened at the end of the day on Twitter? You were there, Mounty.
I might have missed some of it.
I wasn't there then. What happened?
Oh, you
I must have missed some of it. What did it?
Oh, we had Jets fighting for an hour and a half. Back and forth, getting personal, allegations, police.
Jets fans?
Oh yeah, defense or something. His name?
Yeah, we're not gonna get into the specifics. It just got wild, and it was a very serious matter that we wanted to get to the bottom of it, but we got some answers. But nonetheless, you know, shout out to everybody that was a part of that. But yeah, it was a little wild. Not gonna lie, it was a little wild.
Listen. Let
me welcome SOT and let me welcome Crypto. What's going on, gentlemen?
Wow.
And the homie
What's going on yesterday?
Kansas City made it, man. Congrats, SOT.
I'm about to present to you.
Yeah, Batman. My girl was at the game.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Batman?
What's up, Chris? Yeah, Batman. My girl got to go to the game.
Wait a minute, talk about Batman where Pete was taking you to the woodshed on Twitter?
Hey, my girl got to go to the Kansas City game yesterday.
Hold on, I got a lot of people talking to me. Hold on, who's talking to me?
I was just saying my girl got to actually go to the Kansas City game with her brother-in-law and her sister.
Cool.
So she was at the game yesterday.
It's cold out there.
Hey, can I just say that I don't know what Batman said, but I absolutely loved Absolutely loved what happened on Twitter. It was so refreshing. It was
You would.
refreshing. For
You would.
Again, Dave, we've been doing this thing for I don't know how many weeks now, and every day I got to come after Dave. I have to come after Batman.
Boy, you don't want no smoke, boy.
I have to come after CB83, and finally we got the day of days on Twitter. Jets fans arguing. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm mad I missed that shit.
Thomas Jensen said, damn.
Right.
Thomas Jensen said, damn, I thought our fan base is dysfunctional. Lewis, and your Twitter space with those Jets fans took dysfunction to a whole new level. At least we do argue mostly about Tua, but damn.
Damn, I missed it.
It's recorded, right? It's recorded.
Jets fans was going at each other. That was good. That was good there.
I want to shout out to Batman. Batman was co-hosting at that time. We held it down. Hey, it was pure gold. That's all I'm gonna say. It was pure gold.
So Lewis, what you saying is we finally weren't the laughing stock for once. We finally got to get entertained by somebody else.
It's just a matter of them being exposed. They've been out there.
Dave, listen, I didn't know it was that bad over there in Jetland, bro. I'm talking about they got some whole other shit. Like we go at it. Nah, bro, them boys. We'll have to talk about that. They just
we'll link up.
Yeah, bro. But
we'll link up.
They got some things over there, boy.
That's what's up.
So Batman.
Yeah.
I predict the Chiefs will win.
Me too.
At my video, this time with the AFC Championship logo, since the Chiefs are the AFC champions this year.
I don't want to play the full video. I'll just play a quick clip, all right?
Yeah.
Because we got a lot to talk about.
Jingle.
That's what's up, man. AFC champs,
and
they're gonna win. And they're gonna win. And they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Let's just hope they're keeping the seat warm for us.
Yeah, they need a new fight zone.
Hey, let's just hope they're keeping the seat warm for us next year.
Anyways, if you promise that we will meet again, I'll think about it.
That's what's up.
But I'll show you my Sanitary commercials on the week of the Super Bowl.
I saw that.
We do a show about this.
Brady's trending to San Francisco now. Definitely. They got news. They got news about they got news.
That's
about,
more believable than anything I've heard this offseason.
Brock Purdy is going to be out for 6 months at least, but some people are reporting a lot longer than that.
Yeah, so he might need rotator cuff, or not rotator cuff. He might need that Tommy John.
Tommy John, and that's what I was telling Alex. Tommy John takes a whole lot more than 6 months.
Yeah,
it's a surgery that you happen to do on your elbow, right?
Yeah, it's a baseball injury more than anything.
And it wasn't a partial tear; it was a complete tear.
That's why everybody was scared with Josh Allen. Remember, he had that same type of injury, except for he didn't tear it completely.
So Jimmy G's off the books. Brock Purdy's out, so they're gonna have to roll with Lance, but Brady now becomes a big part. Now, again, does Brady want to go retire in LA? That's a question, but
And if Brady goes there, does Lance want to stay there?
No.
And Brady should join Fox.
Man, if Brady goes to the 49ers and they win a Super Bowl and we had a chance to get him and we in the wild card weekend, I'm coming after everybody that talks shit about Brady coming to Miami.
So,
y'all know
I'll be ready.
Yeah, bring those.
See you later.
Hey, how you know I was talking about you, Dave? How you know
we'll meet again soon on the weekend.
Yeah, I know you were talking about me. I know you were talking about me.
Sharpen those knives.
What's up, CP?
I know you talking about that.
It's funny because I actually texted Irvin as soon as Brock Purdy got hurt. I said, yeah, he tore his UCL completely. And he goes, how do you know? How do you know? Bro, it's the same exact shit. It's the same mechanism of injury. Same exact shit.
And you see the lump right there on the elbow when they show a close-up of anything on there, you'll see that lump.
Well, I don't even care about that. It was the fact that everybody initially said, oh, they're looking at his wrist. No, they weren't. They were palpating from the wrist to the elbow because he was having nerve issues.
Yeah, his fingers going on.
Fingers crossed, Liz. Fingers crossed. Fangio.
I don't wish that upon that kid, man. I hope he comes through okay.
Yeah, he will. It's just frustrating. I mean, it's going to be a 9-12 months recovery. So
Yeah.
Right in time for the playoffs.
So yeah, like I mentioned, that is the latest rumor today. Vic might be going to the 49ers, but who knows? Again,
no, I don't think he's going there. I think he's going to end up here.
It's a possibility though now, and that's something that we got. Man,
y'all let everybody trick y'all and get y'all scared about everything.
I'll be honest, man. It does bother me, man. It does bother me, man. And it's not just because I got a picture of him as a thumbnail tonight. It does bother me, man, because listen, that is the one piece of, think about it like this. That is the one piece of news that the entire fan base was happy about, that we didn't argue at all. We were all happy about it. And now we might look stupid for it.
Batman.
Oh, don't worry. It's coming, Batman. It's coming because they don't know the weaknesses of his defense yet. And then once they see that, don't worry. They'll be screaming again.
I know.
Because we do know what the weaknesses of his defense is.
Are we going to sit here and
the running?
The
running game and check down. That's going to be there all year long. And that's what we've been bitching about.
Going to wait another 2 or 3 weeks because remember, he can have first interviews, but they can't have second interviews with DeMeco Ryans until afterwards. So, at a minimum, you're waiting another 2 weeks until the Super Bowl is played.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? San Francisco got eliminated.
They're eliminated. What are you talking about? The season's over.
Yeah.
No, DeMeco Ryan. The rumor is that he's going to replace DeMeco Ryans. That's the whole point.
Right, DeMeco Ryan's already
DeMeco can sign tomorrow. He can sign tomorrow if he wants. The Niners season's over.
I'm saying they're going to interview him again. That's what I'm saying. So you're going to interview him. They're going to wait for a decision by another team. Yeah, they could sign him tomorrow, but are they going to re-interview him? Are they going to give him a second interview? Or are they just going to hire him off the first one? Is Vic Fangio going to sit around waiting on the head coaching carousel? Because it's pretty obvious he's not getting a head coaching job.
So what's holding him back? What's holding him back? What do you think is holding him back, CC?
I think he's scared of the Texans. He wants some kind of security. He's going to be there for more than 1 year, like the last two coaches.
Yeah, but
I'm not talking about Amico. I'm talking about Vic Fangio.
That's what
I think Vic wants to win a Super Bowl in Philly because that's where he's from. I think he's dedicating himself to Philly this week, and I think that's more or less what's going on. He's down there and he's he's helping out with the game plan as a consultant.
But I don't believe that, Todd, because you got to look at what happened before. Other coaches have been flat out told, no, of course, obviously, they couldn't sign the contract, but the whole point is he's not in that position. He can still come out and say, yeah, I plan on taking the job. It just can't be official until, we're out of the playoffs. But the problem is it doesn't make sense because look how many other coaches have gone on knowing that they were going to be a head coach the next year, somewhere else, and still fucking still did a good job for their team. I don't
but you also remember the way we did with Flores when we hired Flores. We waited till it was over.
Before the Super Bowl. We announced them before the Super Bowl.
Whether we believe this or not, whether it's false rumors or not, at least we can say Lewis can vouch for me that is what we heard. Lewis, didn't we hear this past weekend on Friday that Vic Fangio was spotted at La Carreta in Pembroke Pines getting some croquetas with some Cuban coffee, and the rumors started there? Isn't that what we heard, Lewis? Isn't that what we heard?
That is what we heard, Batman. That is what
Bruh, Lewis is your alibi?
Some Cuban coffee, huh?
Bruh.
A real one, Dave.
Bruh.
Goddamn it.
Lewis is your alibi. Your ass going to jail. Batman, your ass going to jail.
Batman, I'm not going to worry about it unless I think he's coming.
They know he fuck with me. He fuck with me hard body. He know that.
Oh, there you go right there. Hey, Vic Fangio was seen leaving Vesta's store, baby.
With several cases of
we just some goddamn liars up here tonight, huh?
Nah, that ain't me. That's in the comments, buddy.
Hey, I'm telling you though, if he wants a defense that's built for him, this defense is being built for him since we traded for Chubb.
Oh, by the way, congratulations to Bradley Chubb. He just got announced to the Pro Bowl as an alternate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Over Phillips, which is
as an alternate, huh?
As an alternate over Phillips.
Damn.
Phillips
Dolphins are full of alternates.
I just don't. It doesn't. The Vic Fangio thing just doesn't add up. Again, like I said, if it was just him playing coy like the Brian Flores thing is, yeah, we announced that we were going to hire Brian Flores, but it didn't become official until afterward.
Hey, who leaked that he was hired?
Who leaked it?
It was all over the newspapers.
Well, first off, it was Capitan. Capitan was mentioning this since like last weekend.
No. I'm saying as far as you think it's the agent because they knew how many years that was going to be on the contract.
From NFL Network is the big name that leaked it as far as Twitter.
Right, but what I'm saying is if the agent let it go, I don't think the agent's going to screw over McDaniel, who's also his client.
Good point.
I agree with
bro. Y'all petty it, bro. Look, the only reason it's not official is because he hasn't been able to come in town yet to put pen to paper. That's it. That's all. Let's stop panicking.
Right?
Man, I'm not panicking.
Dude,
I'm just
saying.
saying.
I'm talking about the fan base. I'm talking about the fan base, right? I'm not.
This is 2023. You can put pen to paper remotely.
Crypto, you one of them people that's always in some damn
reported this. Bro,
conspiracy shit.
You don't need to be. You don't need to be present. You can sign that shit remotely.
No, I ain't gonna lie, you're right.
Hey, Batman, you know who's gonna flourish in this defense when he comes here? Cater Kohu is gonna love it.
Cater Kohu, unfortunately, is going back to the bench.
No, he won't.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think, honestly, I feel like if him and Nick Needham literally got to go heads up, I think Cater takes
that man. That man looks real serious right there, signing those autographs. He ain't going to no bench. No way.
Hey, look,
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm sorry. Nick Needham not walking back.
X on the other, and Nick Needham's going to be in the slot.
I don't think Nick Needham's going to be playing in the slot. He tore his Achilles. He's going to be having to come back.
Can I bring up something real quick, though? Because I think Dave made a good point and everybody was just talking. But I would really like to get in this conversation because, again, this is how we all get better, right? Because Dave made a good point. Instead of coming out here every day and talking about how much good Vic Fangio can do with this defense, right? Because we all know it. At the end of the day, I didn't want to let go of Boyer, but I do realize that Vic Fangio is obviously an upgrade, right? But let's start. What are some of his deficiencies, or what do you think? Like, because Dave made a good point. Dave did some research and watched some of the film, like. And I don't want to speak for Dave, but I would just like to hear everybody's thoughts on what when they do their film breakdown of the Vic Fangio defense, what are some of the weaknesses you would say, or what are some of the deficiencies he has?
Well, I'm going to start off with saying that if he wants to continue running that 3-4, that might be an issue. But I mean, we'll see.
He doesn't run a 3-4.
He runs more of a 4-3.
It's called a 4-3 invert, and so what he does is
not what it was called when he was last with these guys. That's not what it was.
So with Denver, it was a 3-4.
It was a 3-4.
Yeah.
Well, the one that I read today that has, and this guy has a fucking extreme breakdown. I can send you the link to it if you want to go to it. But he calls it a 4-3 invert. Where, yeah, it does look at times like a 3-4, but it's not. In reality, it's a 6-1 tilt. And a 6-1 tilt is when you have both outside both DNs on the line, and you have both outside linebackers on the line, and you have one middle linebacker behind him. So you have 6 guys on the line of scrimmage and one middle linebacker behind him. That's what. Here, let me.
Got the personnel for that shit.
Hey, and let me
got the personnel for that shit.
Dave, what were your thoughts, real quick, and then I want you to go, Todd, because I do want to hear what you got to say. But Dave, what are some of your concerns when you watched it? Because I thought when you said it earlier, you made some good points.
Well, what the first thing I saw was his defense is susceptible to the run. We can definitely give up the run with his defense, and they continuously. This will be a thorn in our side all year. They give up the short passes. They let everything stay in front of them. So check downs and all that type of shit, they give that up. His defense gives that up. As long as you can have that. What they're literally trying to get quarterbacks to do is make a mistake post snap and keep, like I said, we keep everything in front of us. So if you like to go deep like quarterbacks like Josh Allen, that he's basically betting on them to be impatient and then wind up making a mistake and throwing a pick. But if you're patient enough as a quarterback, just take your check downs all game, you can pretty much have your way with this defense.
So basically, see, and when I hear that, and see, for me, that's like a bend and don't break defense. That means we're probably going to give up a lot of yards. We're going to give up a lot of yards from 20 to 20 and then try to tighten up in the red zone and make them kick field goals. Which
also
hope that we don't make a mistake in the red
also
zone.
Before you get too far, Lewis, it's more of a he runs a lot more zone. It is man concepts, but with our DBs and their track record in running zone, that's another thing that scares me. Because I haven't seen good zone play from this defense.
That's where it's a benefit of having Kohu, though. Kohu is that zone cover.
Yeah, he's a zone man.
Lewis, look at the
I just personally believe Kohu will be best fit inside. I think he takes Nick Needham's inside position. He's a better tackler. He's faster. Nick Needham's main problem for me is
Vic
slow.
Fangio better be getting better Cuban food than fucking
That's
some bullshit.
I love Nick Needham, but he's slow as fuck.
Can I say some stuff now about that?
Yeah, go ahead, boss. I'm done.
Well, here's the thing. I think Nick Needham could become that second safety over top because he has played some safety in the past for us.
Oh, hell no.
Listen.
He needs two free safeties in his defense, boss. That's still
number two. You know why a lot of look back on Vic Fangio's defenses though that he's had. The main problem he's never had a Christian Wilkins inside.
See, and that's what I was trying to get at.
Look at the Rams. The year they won the Super Bowl.
I love Nick Needham all y'all want to,
real quick, gentlemen. Just let me give a shout out to Miami Kid J. So, if you're talking about Pollo Tropical on Bird Road, listen, I'm 5 minutes from there. So if you live in the area, we got to link up one day for a drink or something. Because if you're talking about, I'm literally three minutes away from there. So you let me know.
Well, you got to.
What's going on, Camper Life? Big
you got to remember.
What's up, motherfuckers?
You got to remember, Fangio's mom is in Miami, so he might be down there quite a bit.
So let me say this, Todd. So I sent you the thing in the backstage chat, Batman, the article. So if you want to pull it up, you can. It's extremely in depth. But the thing is he is susceptible to the run in his thing. But the problem is, just like Todd brought up, he hasn't had a team that has a stout interior defensive line, which is one of the one of the strengths of the Dolphins. So I think that gives us some benefit in the ability to stop the run, but it also it comes down to gap integrity. Is how many times do players get out of their gaps and allow open run lanes?
Hopefully. Yeah, you right about that, boss.
What was that guy? And I could be mistaken. Maybe this was before Vic Fangio got here or got there to Denver. But didn't they have that D tackle in Denver though? What was it? I think his last name was Wolf. It's his first name.
Wolf. Yeah, Wolf.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. That was a year ago.
But
did you hear that story with him?
No, he wasn't.
No, it's not.
No, because Vic Fangio got hired in 2018. Wolf was
I
believe Wolf was still on the team in 2018.
Did you guys hear the story?
I think.
Hey, did y'all hear that story with Wolf? Did you guys hear that story?
No.
Yeah, that he killed a bear.
Not a bear, dog. He fucking killed a mountain lion in Colorado.
Yeah, mountain lion.
with
Yeah,
a fucking
mountain
bow. That dude's
Yeah.
a savage, bro.
That was
Yeah,
recent.
the
It
mountain
was a
lion was like
bow. He
tearing.
wasn't. You acting like he did something with his hands.
Dude,
I'm thinking y'all about to
no.
say this
Yeah, that's
nigga
what I was
tore a
thinking.
goddamn.
That's what I was thinking.
Doing it with
Nah,
the
bro.
bow just
What you mean, like Tarzan?
No, I get it. I get it. But I was expecting
Dude, no,
more
but
from the
hold
way
on.
y'all
You're not
was
letting
like
me.
setting it up.
But wait,
I thought y'all was gonna say
hold
something
up.
like he ripped
The
that shit head off. Or something.
The dude hiked up a mountain. He hiked up a mountain to kill that fucking mountain lion.
It could have
He
been his
found the
last day
den
on Earth.
and
too.
he dog.
Yeah,
And then
for
he
you to shoot
fell.
something with a bow, you got to be within 100 yards. You're not shooting
Yeah.
a bow up more than
Well, it
100
depends.
yards.
But
It
100
depends.
yards is
Yeah,
still
you gotta
100
be
yards.
in good range.
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
100
It's
yards is
probably
still
less
100
than
yards,
that.
man.
Nah, bro. But he was
They're
probably less than
within
that.
30
I'm
to
just saying there was distance. He ain't go hand to hand.
I'm saying
Hey,
most
but
That's
let,
all.
let, let,
they
let me
hunt
let me
close
let me
enough.
let me ask real quick because I know the homie's gonna come in right here, guns blazing, who I got backstage. Let me ask
Oh
Cat for
Lord.
Life because I haven't heard from Cat for Life in a
Is it
long
Pete?
time. No, Cat for Life. What are
Okay.
you hearing from the Vic Fangio front down right there by the stadium? What are you hearing, Cat?
Oh, hey, thank you for having me on the program. Gentlemen, how are you? First and
Hey,
foremost,
Cat,
man. Hope
how you doing?
everybody's
How
having
you
a
doing,
great week,
brother?
man. Man,
What's
hanging
up,
in there,
Cat?
man. Living slow motion, guys. Just, yeah, man, you guys tell me, educate me from what I'm hearing now. What's going on? San Francisco's involved in the mix now?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. All right, I'm gonna bring the homie. He's backstage.
Uh-oh.
All right, out of 1-0 fighting.
Oh Lord.
Let me bring
Oh,
up
CB.
MCJB.
You gotta be
What's up,
CB.
MCJB?
Oh,
Ain't
let's
no
all
fucking
jump on
fighting.
MCJB.
Dale! Dale! That bingo. What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, when I think of
What's going on, man?
MCJB, bro, I think of a country guy trying to talk Spanish. De Panga.
Hey, MCJB, you better come up with a song for Fangio so we keep him. You know, we need that luck.
That ain't gonna happen.
What, Mom?
I said you need to come up. You need to
Oh,
come
man,
up with some
hold.
lyrics.
What's up, fellas? How we doing today?
Pretty good.
Doing
Someone's
good.
got some bad background noise. I can barely hear anybody.
Yeah,
Whose
somebody said
background
that
is
right now. Alex said it. But listen, MC, what are you hearing from Vic Fangio? Are we signing him to the Dolphins or what? What are you hearing?
Shit, we better. I don't know what the fuck going on with Ross, but we better.
Okay.
Vic Fangio is gonna do us like Bethman Cookman did to Ed Reed.
I heard the 49ers want him too. Is that true?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah,
Yo, that
I'm pretty
feedback
sure.
is rough, bro.
Yeah, I don't know whose feedback that is.
Well,
Someone gotta
all of
come in
us
and
had
out.
ourselves muted. Put the other one back on the screen real quick, Batman, and let people go, and we can mute ourselves to see who it is.
Put what?
It's not me, is it? I just got not me.
Show
Is
the names and whether we're
Is it me?
muted, so we can see who it is.
Everybody's not muted.
Talk.
I know
Echo.
that. That's
Hello?
Echo.
Hello?
Hello.
Nobody now.
I don't hear nothing now.
I think we all
Mic
good.
check.
Maybe.
1, 2,
was
1, 2.
must
Mic
have
check.
clicked out of YouTube then.
I don't hear
Literally, somebody just clicked out of YouTube.
What
Oh,
Cap
I
been
think
we
we
doing
good.
tonight?
I think we're good.
Nah, buddy on the screen's right. Yeah, it's a lot of stress on the safeties. So that's why both safeties. Yes, Javon Holland, you don't have to worry about him. He can play in the box and he can play free safety. He has the range. You need another safety like that. We don't have that.
That's what tomorrow's episode
So
is gonna
that's
be
why I
about.
don't think Nick Needham can be that guy. He don't have enough speed to cover the half field.
See, this is what I was thinking is Vic Fangio loves to fucking put that extra either an extra cornerback or an extra safety in the box and have three
That's tomorrow's
safeties.
news. That's tomorrow's episode. That's exactly what we're gonna get into.
So
exactly.
Ain't no muzzle on that man. Let that man
What am
talk.
I hearing from CB? CB's talking about something about Tyreek and Poyer, like homeboys or something like that.
Man, look.
CB's
fuck
just
that.
reporting
We
what
ain't
we
going
all
after
know.
no Poyer.
We all know that. Like they did the
Yeah, they
podcast
cool.
together.
They
You
did an
remember at the beginning
interview.
of the season, Cap? They did the
Yeah.
It needed to be said at Tyreek's house.
They did a podcast together. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they've been
Hey,
boys.
Batman.
So
Hey,
and
y'all
there's
go
rumors
look at
about
that
their
last
agent
game,
too.
Bob.
There's rumors about their agents as well. So
Dude,
I don't know if that's any truth.
Poyer,
Hey, what's up,
look at
MC?
that last game.
Batman.
What's up, MC?
I'm gonna call you after the show, okay?
Yeah. I mean, I got 2 phone calls I gotta do, but if you
Okay,
jump
we'll take
in,
I'll
I'm down.
post.
I'm down.
All right, well, I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry.
All right, MC.
Busy right now with mama.
Care, man.
Call me. Call me. Call
God
me.
bless
Call
y'all.
me. Call me
All
after
right.
11. Call me after 11.
All right, it may.
All right, y'all
Okay,
blood.
for sure.
All right, MC.
Hey,
Hey,
you know what?
just call me L. I'm always down, bro. I'm down the street. Just let me know. I'm always down.
Hey,
Hey,
imagine
Porter.
here and allowing Brandon Jones to stay close to the line of scrimmage. That eliminates the issue with Jerome Baker's inability to fucking tackle. That's number one. And number two is you put an extra defensive back on the field so that you have multiplicity. Say they want to come out and they want to run a 4-3-4 wide receiver set. You don't have to switch Baker in with this guy and switch out that guy. Nah, Brandon Jones is already on the field. Poyer's already on the field. Holland's already on the field. I think it's also another way for you to save money on Needham if you want to keep Kohu and you want to get rid of Needham.
He's assuming we get Poyer.
CT is trying to sabotage my show tomorrow. See, that's what he's doing.
Oh, come on.
I tell you what.
Because good minds think alike, and you got to sit here and when you're thinking about this going, damn, that would make sense.
I mean, the thumbnail's already out. The thumbnail's been out since Sunday night.
I've been talking about this since we were talking about Fangio. I wasn't talking about Poyer.
I mean, how are you not supposed to come across this, Batman? If you gonna come across this, we talking about the defense.
Damn.
Hey, listen. Let's get into this. Let's get into a quick version of this. I gotta just take the close out, but I do want to address it, and then you guys chime into it because this was a hot topic today. Tyrone Hall said, "I'm interested in knowing what are they gonna do with Byron Jones." Again, as much as we all want to, as much as we all, a lot of us want him to restructure, it just seems out of this world why he would do it. Why would he do that? So I think he's, of course,
more guaranteed money.
Yes, but that means you're adding to his years and paying him up front. And
no, I'm saying I think we cut him. I'm saying I think we cut him. But you said why would he do it? Meaning Byron. I would say he'd do it for more guaranteed money.
Or
that's what he did last year.
But the thing is you have to understand that we're going to either try to trade him, or if we can't trade him and no one's going to be willing to pick up that contract, then that puts even more pressure on Byron to restructure and stay with us. Because if nobody's interested in his services through a trade, even if they don't have to give up but a 6th, 7th round guy, then that puts pressure on Byron knowing that
how many
really wants you if you sat out the year already.
Hey, how many of y'all know what Byron came into the NFL as?
Came in as a safety. But look, this is my thing with Byron. They're most likely just gonna wait till June 1st and they're gonna cut him. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing for Byron.
Trade him first to try to get something out of him.
Yeah, they can probably try.
Well, no.
This shit. But
so if we have more money, we lose money if we do that.
He's gonna get cut June 1st. That way you save. And I think you only lose like a $4 million cap at that point.
CT, we take a bigger hit if we trade him before June 1st.
Exactly. You got to pay some of that contract.
At the beginning of the new year, the next team has to pay his salary in full. We're not on the hook for any of it. But
but what are you going to get offered for a man who's damaged goods?
They're not going to take that contract.
He is damaged goods. Either he couldn't come back from a fucking 4-week recovery surgery, or he just chose not to play for whatever fucking reason because he was disgruntled. Well, if either which way, teams are going to see you as either your damaged goods because it took
or your malcontent,
or your malcontent. Exactly. So he's hurting himself either which way.
Which is what we said would happen in the beginning of the year if he did this when it was going on.
Look, this is what I'm saying. So if they cut him June 1st, it's still not going to be really a bad thing for him because at that point, if he's cut, he's a free agent. Now he can pick and choose where he want to go.
Yeah, but cutting him June 1st is when a lot of the money's already been spent.
No, but look, listen, y'all are talking about fully healthy teams. We already know in training camp. DBs and everybody start going down. Then that's when he'll become a hot commodity after June 1st.
But the thing
it's going to be still good for him.
Salary that he was getting with us. That's the thing is he knows he's going to have to take a major pay cut. Even if he is a free agent, nobody's going to pay him the contract we were when he just sat a year out. Nobody's going to give him $16 million a year.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
why I
happening.
say you're not trading him.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they will be either. I'm saying that Greer's going to try to trade him, but I think the only other thing you can do is cut him. Nobody's
And you
going to
know
want
what?
That's that's what I'm telling you. June 1st. Just wait.
And you know
You'll
what?
be,
We'll see.
you're gonna have to cut him.
Most teams like to cut their players that they like before June 1st to give them a chance to get money elsewhere.
Well, goddamn.
Damn.
Well, the thing is though, if we wait till June 1st, which is the most economical, most of the free agents that we probably might be interested in might be gone.
Here's
Like
the thing, though.
people get cut. Players get cut all the time, bro.
Right,
Somebody
but here's the
else better.
thing.
You can't panic, bro.
Here's the thing, though. If he screwed us over this year, we'll find out because Greer will definitely wait till the last minute to get rid of his ass, so he screws him in the long run.
Yeah, but I don't think that that's the overall issue. I think a lot of it had to come down to the fact that he was healthy enough to play multiple times this year. We heard reports how many fucking times he's going to come back after the bye week. Oh, wait, it's going to be another 2 weeks. Oh, wait, it never fucking happened. He had no interest in playing for this team.
Yeah, but they tried to trade him before.
Off season. That's the problem.
He was pissed. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it was.
He was in his feelings, and now it's going to cost him.
What I'm trying to get at, Date, is Greer knew that in the offseason last year, and he decided, oh, well, he's been injured. He's on the pup, so you could have traded him. You could have tried to get rid of him. The thing is he didn't even try to find Byron's replacement. He was hoping that Byron was going to change his mind, and that made
because he expected us to be on a run and actually contenders for a Super Bowl, and that would force Byron on the field. But
when we
it
were
didn't happen,
8-3,
so Byron was like, "I'm cool. I'll sit my ass down and just."
When we were 8-3, I thought he was going to try and get on the field, and he still did.
That's exactly what happened. Is when we were 8-3 heading into the bye, that's when we heard that he was going to play after the bye. That was the whole thing. But he decided not to play even before we lost another game. So Byron had no interest, none whatsoever, in playing this year.
And
my only thing is, now don't get me wrong. Now, if there's a way that Greer can talk him into taking some type of pay cut, and he come want us to resign for less money, I'm all in favor of keeping him. Shit, I don't care.
The problem is, I don't think Byron is far from his own corner.
I'm saying, but if it is a possibility, then I'm not opposed to him still staying. Some people don't want him on a team just because of what he did last year. I get that too. Yeah. But at the same time, if you can't find better, you can't upgrade. You might have to just bite that bullet. Yeah, and both sides just deal with each other.
Let me ask you this. What would you think would be a reasonable cap hit for him? Knowing what happened last year, where would you feel comfortable paying him?
I would need to know the exact what the market is, and I'm lowballing his ass regardless.
Yep.
Yeah, because I agree. My thing is if you want to stay,
I'll incentive base his whole goddamn contract. I'll do something like that. Like, bro, you gonna get your ass on this field, and your ass is gonna produce. You gonna play for this man.
No, Dave.
No, hey, I'll be like,
we done been through that shit 2 years in a row with fucking
Will Fuller, which is
Will Fuller and this nigga, like, bro, hell no. We don't need to be known as that team in the league, bro. Y'all just gonna keep coming down here and doing that shit.
On this very show, after he was supposed to come back week 2 of the preseason and he didn't, I called it at that moment. I said, Byron Jones, Will Fuller 2.0, and everybody laughed at me, and I was right. Again.
You didn't have to wait that long. You should have known that when he took that late ass surgery. He didn't have to have that surgery. He chose to have that shit. You should have known.
Real quick, everybody.
And then
let me give everybody.
He had the surgery. He could have been.
He wasn't going to try to come back. That's the whole point.
Now, Batman, you know you can't come in here.
He waited till March.
Let me give everybody.
Let
me give everybody some important days. So obviously the Pro Bowl is going to be this weekend. NFL Scouting Combine starts February 28th to March 6th. Legal tampering period begins March 13th through the 15th. Now I'm hearing the feedback.
Well, you like we're not even close to none of this shit.
March, no, we're more than
you missed somebody with the drill when you were gone. Holy crap!
A drill?
It sounded like that in the background.
It sounded like a vacuum or something.
free agency begins March 15th, ladies and gentlemen. NFL owners meetings, the 26th of the 29. April 17th, the first day of the offseason program, and the draft is going to be April 27th through the 29th. Shout out to the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, we know we don't have a first day, so we'll be sitting back relaxing.
Well, I mean, they put out an article today about players that we should be looking at in the Senior Bowl. I don't know when that is. I got to look it up. But, yeah, I understand.
Sleeper cornerback Tyreek Stevenson. Well, not really, because now they talking about he might be a first. I still don't think he goes in the first, but Tyreek Stevenson, corner from University of Miami, if he falls, the Dolphins might want to jump on that. Good size, great tackler.
Yep.
Okay.
Very aggressive.
But again, if we do that, then we're putting ourselves in the position where we have to pick up a middle linebacker in free agency.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pick up another safety. We're gonna have
First of all, I want a linebacker for free agency. I don't want a rookie linebacker coming in trying to run my defense.
No, I agree.
I want a veteran to run my defense. I don't need a rookie linebacker.
Hey, I need to throw something out at you. You remember earlier you said about Fangio's weakness against the run game?
Yeah.
Do you want to know when Fangio's defense had good inside linemen?
When they had good linebacker?
No. Yeah. Look back when the Rams won the Super Bowl. They ran Fangio's defense with Aaron Donald and stuff in the middle.
Yeah, just because they ran an offshoot of
his defense. Look, I don't want y'all to think that.
No, that was their defensive coordinator with the linebacker coach.
It's his disciples that's giving out his bad name for his defense. They don't adjust.
Yeah, I'm saying when is Fangio himself?
Hey, Batman, I didn't block anybody about mistake, did I?
Block anybody?
Yeah, I have my phone in my pocket, man. I hope I didn't delete Miami J Kid. I deleted him.
No, don't tell me that. I won't be able to know.
Can't feel like always blocking people, damn pocket dialing and shit.
Bro, this damn, I swear, man, this phone, man, is gonna be the death of me, bro.
You said Miami J Kid? No, he's here.
Yeah, man. Okay,
yeah, he's here. All right, cool. 3 minutes ago. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, shout out to DTA. So yeah, Florida born. That's the guy that I want, that DTA has been preaching about. I want him in a free agent. I'm double dipping. Give me two. One in free agency, a top dog, a middle linebacker, and
give me a rookie.
The thing is,
I like Overshown. He's good.
You don't have to double dip because
he got to put some weight on too, though.
Jones right? in that same role.
Overshown got to put some weight on too, right?
Oh yeah,
he's a hard hitter.
He's a skinny dude. Like he used to play safety.
Look at Vic Fangio. It's the 6'1". He likes to have the outside linebackers on the line, and if they don't have size, they're gonna get knocked around like Baker did. And I'm sorry, but I'm not doing a fucking Baker all over again. It's not happening.
Did you see the clip of that Cincinnati linebacker after the game?
Who, Pratt?
Yeah.
I reposted the video. It was crazy.
Dude,
I sent Batman
How you gonna call out your teammate when he's already feeling like shit and he was actually trying to make a play?
Man, everybody jumping down that man Pratt throat, man. That man was in his emotions. Y'all heard him. That was his last season. Yeah. Like, bro, he was in his emotions at the moment. He ain't thinking about no cameras. People say that shit all the time. Like, all these other players coming out talking about, oh, you don't do shit like that. Tell them to shut the fuck up because they hear that shit every goddamn day.
It's literally the hallway of the locker room. Like he said,
bro, social media, bro, these damn cameras, bro. Like, bro, y'all making it seem like this shit don't happen all the time, bro. That is football, bro. I'm sorry. Exactly. If you think somebody's going to walk in that locker room after fucking up a game like that and thinking nobody's going to say anything, you got life fucked up. I'm sorry. That's not how a football locker room works. Somebody in that locker room going to be pissed and somebody going to say something to your ass about it, rookie or not.
I agree. Henry's going to want too much money. I don't think Miami's going to spend big money on a running back. I think we're going to address the positions that we all know.
Spend the money at the goddamn linebacker position in a corner.
At the very most, if you do want to spend capital for a running back, you do it in the draft, but not in free agency.
And guys, no matter what running back we get, we got to get our line tightened up.
Of course.
Yeah, we need the right tackle.
Yeah, exactly.
But again,
I go as far as say I would like us to get a center and move Williams back to guard.
Why when he was a top 10 guard?
Because the thing is that you could bring the center. You could bring the center.
ball over to his
It's not that.
head.
It's not that.
Regardless
it's
of
just that it's
anything,
gonna be
he's
cheaper.
still top 10, bro.
Right,
like
let me let me say it again. DTA, hold on. Let me make it even easier. Forget the snaps. Forget the split.
Nah, you can't forget those, bro.
Everybody's favorite.
favorite.
Everybody's favorite. Michael Dieter is a free agent, and nobody bringing his ass back. He's probably not gonna play football ever again.
Why are we always
Probably not
talking
gonna
about
play football ever again. So he's a free agent. He's our backup center. You go and get a center. You slide Connor to the left, and now you still have your backup center. You don't have to worry about a backup center.
Stop it, man. Michael Dieter's coming back here for a $50 million contract.
Hell no. That guy's not coming back.
He's
That guy
coming
might
back
never see
here for $50 million.
That guy might never see football again ever. He might not even get to see
$5
football.
million, $10 million. Think about this.
According to Chris Greer, he had people calling his phone.
Yeah, of course. He should have traded his ass because McDaniel didn't want him on this team. Should have traded his ass for whatever. Could have been a vending
Chris
machine.
Greer's got Michael Dieter on speed dial, Batman. You got him on speed dial.
Yeah, that's why we haven't heard anything from him.
John Embry even said after the whole fucking Hunter Long thing, he also said another guy that they were questioning his desire to play football was fucking Michael Dieter's as well. So, I'm sorry. I'm not interested.
You get what I mean, though. You get what I mean, Dave. You bring in a center. The center
There
position
you go,
will probably
Batman.
be cheaper. It'll be cheaper than signing a good guard. And I know you like Robert Jones, so we're not gonna get into that. But I'm saying
All right,
you
I'll
solve
give you
two
that.
issues. You solve your backup center and you solve your left guard
I'll
position.
give you
with
that.
sliding
All right,
guard.
that makes sense.
And it's
now.
cheap.
Okay.
And it's cheap. It's not gonna break the
All
bank.
right.
It'll probably be like a 3-year, $15 million deal, something like that.
Oh, this guy's about to get ate by a crocodile.
All right, I'll give you that.
Didn't you guys see the Kelsey and Kelsey podcast the other day when they were talking about why is it that us elite centers get paid trash when fucking tackles and guards get paid astronomically?
Yeah, centers should be paid good money too.
Hey,
Not as much as tackles.
shout out to the
They're the brain. They're the brain. Like, if you got a good center, bro, most likely you have a good line.
Hey, real quick, everybody. Shout out to the homie DTA, man. $20 donation. He left a comment, and I'm putting in the indicator Kohu sweepstakes, but he said he wanted me to tell everybody Tua sucks. So shout out to the homie DTA. Appreciate it, DTA. $20.
You spent $20 just to say that shit? Y'all
Nah, he's
crazy.
going to the Cater Kohu drawing. He's going to the Cater Kohu.
I just think it comes down to, again, if you're gonna, I agree, if you're gonna spend that money, getting a $9-10 million right tackle, and then going and spending 10-15 on a good center, that completes that line. That takes that entire, and it allows you having depth pieces like Robert Jones and others to give you good depth. Now, Dieter's not good depth, so I mean, you still need a better
when we all knew Dieter was gone is when we signed somebody to the practice squad. 2 days later, he's playing guard in the playoff game when Dieter's played guard before.
Yeah, well, you got it. Man.
The rumor Florida born is that the Dolphins are trying to bring back Nick Needham. So yeah, as far as the thing about him, we all like Needham, we all like Trill. Trill got hurt at the beginning of the season, right? So he might be available first, when it comes to training camp and stuff like that. Nick Needham got hurt during the season. I believe it was like week 7 or 8. Depending on his recovery, we might not see Needham, beginning of the season. So he knows himself. Because of the injury, he's not going to command top dollar out there. So
now,
maybe the Dolphins bring him back.
I got a big question for the panel.
It is kind of.
We've all talked about certain players coming back and all this. What about Agba? He was ready to play the playoff game if we advance.
Okay, so this is my thing. This is a conversation where it gets people mad, right? The Emmanuel Agba situation. It's kind of like the Tua situation, but listen, Lewis, the homie Lewis has brought out that his number one free agent target when it comes to this team is bringing in the likes of Tremaine Edmonds from Buffalo. If he could escape Buffalo's grasp, right? 25-year-old linebacker. It's going to command at least 18 to 20 million per season. In his prime, will literally change our defense from night and day. what you're going to pay Agba to be a rotational piece in this defense next year, I'd rather give it to a bona fide starter that you know you're going to play 3 downs. You know
I
what
agree.
mean?
Tremaine Edmonds.
I love
That is
Agba. I love Agba. But if I'm being truthful, I'd rather have that star middle linebacker, and we could move off from Agba. You know, I know we got to figure out who takes the significant cap hit. Is it the team getting him, or we just cut him blatantly? I don't see why we cut him. You could get something out of him. I don't care if it's a 5th or a 4th round pick. You can get something out of Agba. Now, who takes the money? Who has to bite the bullet as far as taking the majority of the pay hit as far as the trade? But I'm a big believer that Agba and Cedric Wilson, they could be moved, you know, in the draft to move up. I can see that happening. I definitely can see that happening. So we'll see. I mean, how do y'all feel about Agba?
I don't want to pay him what we're paying him to be a rotational player. I agree with you. I'd rather have a starter at that price.
I don't really think
But
that
Agba played inside before
starter
too.
on the edge though.
Agba is strong enough to play inside. Let's not act like he don't play inside.
No, I understand that, but who are you going to take snaps away from? Raekwon?
That will put Siler back in the rotation space. Fuck Raekwon.
I'm not taking Siler out of the rotation. I'm not.
Well, that's what
I said. That puts him back into rotation. But
I know
Raekwon. I'm sorry, Raekwon got outplayed by Siler and everybody else.
I agree, but what I'm saying is the backups. You know you're going to have Christian Wilkins and Siler in the middle. So who are you going to take off the field for Agba? That's my whole thing.
Those boys like to be silent.
I would much rather Siler continue to play. I'm sorry.
No, I don't have an issue.
Contract that we're playing Agba. I don't. But the thing
but if you get a linebacker, then you can't pay Agba. So then I'm with the linebacker shit anyway. I'm with the linebacker shit anyway.
Yeah, and my whole point was
I did not do well without him last year.
It's almost like a Byron Jones situation with Agba. Now, granted, you know, Agba's not getting as much as Byron is, but it's still the same situation where, yeah, he played the first 4 or 5 games. He had the reoccurring back injury. I mean, are people going to want to come out and trade for him? Because that's the only way we're going to – if we cut him, we're eating a shit ton of dead cap. Who's going to want to trade for Agba when he was injured essentially the entire year too? So
you waiting on somebody's injuries to show up.
I mean, I agree, but how many people are going to be that desperate early on? Like
it ain't going to be many, but you're going to get somebody.
At draft time, though, that's what I'm saying. Batman was talking about trading draft time. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I just don't. Like you said, Dade, I agree. Once the game starts and shit and people are injured, I could kind of see that, but I don't.
That's usually what happens. That's when you see movement in free agency and all that shit during training camp and all that shit. When start getting hurt.
You know,
that first couple of days of practice, somebody tear their shit.
Anybody is giving you shit at draft time for him until they're desperate. That's all.
Yeah, that's training camp. Training camp, first couple of days, somebody tear some shit. Now they panic. They'll give you whatever they need.
Exactly.
But you know some getting rid of Agba, if that were to pay for Tremaine Edmonds, and if we can get rid of Byron Jones, that pays for Jordan Poyer.
I don't know why I think honestly, why is everybody in love with this man?
Yeah, I'm not sold on Poyer.
Now, bro. Like, did y'all see Buffalo's last game, bro? Like, they were attacking him. Like,
hey, there's one player I would want over him though.
He was getting beat. Like,
who's that safety? Who's that safety for Cincinnati?
Bates. I like Bates. I do like.
Now
Bates.
Jesse Bates could be the Byron Jones. That money can go to Jesse Bates.
Yeah, I like Bates.
Yeah,
Bates is and he's young too.
You have the possibility of bringing in Fred Warner because you know that San Fran's going to have a hard time fitting everybody under that cap. If you're going to have to pay Fred Warner fucking 17, 18 million. Yeah,
I'm sorry, Fred Warner. I don't see Fred Warner leaving San Fran.
How you let him walk?
Bro, they've got how many other fucking contracts do they have up? Todd
Dude.
and Pittman and I were talking about. It's
but
like
he's
4 or
one of
5
he's
guys.
one of the contracts. But he's
Yeah.
one of the contracts they will pay. They're gonna pay
Dude,
that.
but I'm telling you right now, they don't have they're not way over the cap. If you think about it, they don't even have a quarterback they're paying right now.
They're gonna keep that defense.
San Fran's not in cap hell.
No, but don't they have Jimmy G under contract for?
No, his contract's over.
He signed
It
like
was only a 1 year. It was only a 1 year.
Yeah, he came back from 4 years.
Dude, yeah, he's not even. They're in good shape.
No, that sucks.
They ain't let Warner go.
Fred Warner, because Fred Warner can play the run and fucking cover.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's not even bring his name up. That ain't happening. Fred ain't coming. That ain't happening.
That's something you go to sleep dreaming about. They happen in reality.
You don't know.
No.
He like Mike coming to play for Vic Fangio over whoever the fuck they're gonna bring in after D'Amico Ryans leaves.
I think they'll promote their defensive line coach.
If that person comes in and changes their defense, is the only way. If he comes in and is like, yeah, we switching this shit up, we finna run.
No, hey, I think they're going to be promoting their defensive line coach, who's been up for defensive coordinator spot.
They're gonna try to keep that shit the same, bro. They ain't gonna fuck with that defense.
You don't change. You don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah, well, if that's the goddamn case, how many times do we see teams that have seen something that's working and change it anyway?
That's stupidity. I don't think San Fran will do that. Not with that defense. Dude, that defense was dominant.
They got a certain way they run their defense over there, so they're gonna try to keep this the same.
But yeah,
you guys were talking about Fred Warner?
Yeah.
All right, let's welcome Walt Dog 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going on, Walt Dog?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you joining us. So talk to us. I know you bring a lot of insight in the chat. We appreciate it for the last couple of weeks. So appreciate it. The first time on the panel, right?
I think so. First or second time.
Okay. Talk to us. How do you feel about everything we've been talking about today?
No, everything's been going smooth. You know, I'm just waiting for free agency to start. I want to see who they grab. See some of the big.
Who's that one guy that you want part of this team? If it was your decision,
Josh Jacobs.
You want to go premier running back?
That's Tua's former teammate. For Tua to work, Tua needs. Tua's gonna need a running game, and in my opinion, Buffalo, Jets and Pats, they don't fear Raheem Mostert, so they don't fear him. So I feel like they need to get Josh Jacobs. Like, I'm not really a big Saquon fan because one more major injury and his career is over. So
right.
if they can go after Josh Jacobs, he led the NFL in scrimmage yards this season. He's a nice strong
without an offensive line.
Exactly. So I think they should really consider going after Josh Jacobs.
Hey, Batman. Everybody, if you could have 3 players from this free agency, who would it be?
Let's start with Dade County. Don't matter the price.
Nah, I gotta be realistic. I ain't finna jump off deep end like y'all. I would definitely. Who's the top right tackle? Give me the right tackle. I think that's
the guy from San Francisco. Yeah,
McClinchy. That's who I would pick too.
Give me him. Top middle linebackers is Tremaine Edmonds, I guess. Yeah, so give me him.
Devontae David,
Fred Warner would be the top over Edmonds. Stop that.
Yeah, but that's not
available.
But that's not gonna happen. He's not
no, but they said no matter the price or any. Oh, you say you want to be a little.
I said I'm gonna be realistic, bro.
Free agent.
I'm gonna be realistic.
Free agent.
I said free agent.
The team can literally pull off. Like, I want to see this happen. So give me that right tackle. Give me Tremaine Edmonds, and all right, who's the top? What's gonna be one of the top corners out?
I'm gonna look that right now. Let me show you the list.
I need a corner because I don't trust those positions to be rookies.
I agree. And I don't think that I don't
Now,
think
every
that
other position can be rookies. I don't give a fuck. But those positions, I don't need rookies there.
I'm not happy with going in if we're gonna count on Trill or Kohu. I'm good.
If
I'm
you
good.
if you want to look at
Nah,
the
I
names,
need
you
no.
got,
What I keep telling y'all, Kohu is an inside corner. He played outside last year.
but listen,
His best fit is inside.
Dave,
That's why I
it's
think he comes out needed.
Dave, this is your
agree.
opinion. This is your
Oh,
opinion. You got Marcus Peters, 31 years old, has battled with injuries the last 2 years. Bradley
No,
Roby
hell
from New
no.
Orleans.
No.
James Bradbury is a very good pickup.
I kind of like the Bradbury.
Yeah, dude.
Jonathan Jones, and there's a guy that that's been brought up. That's been brought up. Eli Apple. I know he's controversial.
Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no.
And you got
He struggled yesterday. He struggled
Rock
so
Sin
fucking
from the
bad.
Vegas Raiders. Rock
Man, that
Sin.
nigga struggled his whole career. That nigga sucked.
No, I know, but I was saying last night alone, bro, it was bad. It was bad.
All right, so look.
Logan Ryan.
What's another need we need? Because I can think of a couple corners I would take.
Another need. Corner offensive line. You already got the right tackle.
All right, okay. You said center earlier.
You want to see the center? Let me show you the
centers. Yeah, let's look at centers.
The only center available, Bradley Bozeman from the Panthers. Center Bradley Bozeman from the Panthers.
Bradley Bozeman. Let's see. 28
Right
years
there.
old. Okay.
You remember he was available.
Salary. Wow.
He was available via trade during training camp from the Ravens.
Oh, he went to
fourth
Alabama.
Fourth ranked center at 12 million average salary. Let me see my guy. Let me see my guy Posick. This is my guy Posick. Let me see my guy Posick. This is the one I
Posick is
wanted
good too. He's good too. Posick is good too. From
27.
The Browns.
Cleveland, yeah, he's 27, 7.2. Ranked 10th, and about 4 years, 28 million. About 7.2 million salary. And he's good in the run. He's good in the pass. He's pretty good with both. He just had one solid season.
And we all know Cleveland's about to get hit with that quarterback money this year.
Yeah. I mean, you also have you got Rodney Hudson. I don't know how you guys remember him.
Yeah.
Let's look at
right tackle. Hey, that's one old guy.
But Kelsey's a beast.
I would take Kelsey in a heartbeat.
But he is 35.
Yeah, but
Kelsey's gonna retire.
12 million.
Yeah,
if they win, he retires.
Yeah, and I'm not paying him 12 million a year for a 1 year rental. What about let's go look at right tackles because safeties say
go to safety.
Yeah, look at right tackles.
I want to look at right tackle too because if you can pick up a decent center for $7 million, if you can find a right tackle for a good 9 million.
Exactly. People think you have to break the bank.
I
You
like
don't have to break the bank.
Fant's pretty good.
Look,
He wants 10.
between that and the center, dude, that's a steal between him and that center that you put up for 7.
He's ranked the
See, that's
8th
what I'm
best right
saying.
tackle.
You got 2 starting caliber guys for 17 million. Hell yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's all. I would have went line first, fix that line. So now at 2, ain't got no fucking excuse. Get the ball out your goddamn hand. Now that also allows you to run the ball. So now you don't need no goddamn star running back.
Listen,
you could have anybody. You could just draft somebody or someone's.
For 2 of the work, you're gonna need a running back. For 2 of the work,
Yeah, but here's
for 2 of the work, you're gonna need a running game.
The reason why I would take McGlinchey over Fant, he knows the San Francisco running scheme.
This is crazy.
Oh, look at that pussy.
You just need somebody to. You just need
crazy,
defense.
And the sad part is that we had this man on our team, man.
Yeah, just go look at Juwan James. Juwan James is on that list.
Yeah, but
too.
where did he rank? Where did he rank?
He ranks 13 as far as
So
market.
like I said, I go right tackle. I want a veteran right tackle. I want a veteran middle linebacker.
And then who's your last one?
Shit, man. See, I can go. All right, Javon Holland.
He's gonna get way more than that.
Yeah, I
He'll get
agree.
more than
He's
that.
25. He's 25.
Exactly.
And look at his agent, Drew Rosenhaus.
Exactly. Exactly.
But 5.8, that's crazy.
Dude, I would take him in a heartbeat.
But he would probably be
At
about 10.
5.8.
Even at 10, even at 10, wouldn't you take him? He's not going to get the starting spot because they already got his replacement.
What tight end is available?
Tight ends. The guy from Cincinnati. Forgot his name.
Oh,
Hayden Hurst.
Yeah,
Hayden
I wouldn't have a problem.
I think he's like 5.3 million.
Gamecock.
5.3 million, I think he's worth.
Yeah, so
What
give
about
me them
Robert?
three.
What about Robert?
Give me the tight end. Give me a right
Dalton
tackle.
Schultz is expensive. That was 15 mil. Robert Tonyan, I like a lot. I think he was like 3.5 million when I checked. Let me check.
Now, who's a good blocker?
5 million. 5 million.
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst is a good blocker, right?
Hayden Hurst is a rich man's
awesome
rich
fucking blocker.
Hayden Hurst is a rich
What about
man's,
that tight end Foster from Las Vegas? That tight end Foster from Las Vegas.
Right up there, Hayden Hurst. Right there. Click it.
I don't see Foster.
Hurst is right there. Oh.
I think it was like 5 when I checked.
Oh my God, Adam Shaheen.
7 is
No.
nothing.
1 year deal.
7 is nothing. He was
Hayden
the
Hurst is from
17th
Florida, too.
ranked
Hayden Hurst
tight
is from
end.
Florida.
It says college, South Carolina, dude. College,
Yeah.
South Carolina. He was a game.
Don't get
Don't
in-
mess
don't
with
get
He
in
might be
arguments
from
about
here. That's
the
what he's
game.
trying to say.
SCP.
That's what he's trying to say is he's probably from Florida.
Hey, what are the safeties?
He is. He's from Daytona.
He's from Daytona?
Which
Okay.
is fine. I was just saying, I'm a Gamecock alumni, so I know my Gamecock.
He just ain't want you to give no credit to them Gators. That's all.
Oh hell, nobody gives a shit about the Gators.
Damn.
How about this?
Yeah, Jesse Bates is number 1.
Safety is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. But that's my priority.
What's Jesse Bates' money?
C.J. Gardner Johnson. C.J. Gardner Johnson from the Eagles.
14 mil. I like Gardner Johnson. I like Gardner Johnson a lot. And he's cheap.
Exactly. And he's from Florida. He's from Orlando.
God damn. All right, no Bates. We gotta keep this money.
Hey, why don't look at Terrell Edmonds, his brother.
Oh,
What's
Von
his name,
Bell.
brother?
Von
No,
Bell.
Does Miami
go down
really
to-
go after Tremaine Edmonds?
Look at Jimmy Ward. Look
I
at
think
Jimmy
so.
Ward.
Look at
Way
look
above
at Terrell
this-
Edmonds right there. Tremaine's brother.
You can get both of them.
Adrian Amos. I mean,
Have you packaged
he
them
ranked-
together? Have you packaged
ranked 27th.
nah,
He ranked
Go look at
27.
Jimmy. Hey, go up and look at Jimmy Ward real quick. Damn.
Well, yeah, y'all do gotta expect ex-49er players to try to come this way. Especially McDaniels.
Elijah Campbell. 14 million.
C.J. Gardner. Yep.
Yeah, no.
He's the 9th ranked safety.
25.
I don't like Brandon Jones.
Yeah, what was Bates ranked?
I think Bate was
You're number 1.
8.
Oh, no, I'll talk about it on this list.
It's 9.
Oh, okay.
Check out Jimmy Ward real quick. Just below that.
He should be affordable. He's like 30 years old.
Jesus Christ. 7.6.
For $7 million, and he was the 9th best ranked.
Free
for
safety.
fucking that price? Hell yeah. For $7 million? Fuck yeah, I'd do it.
So now that you have an idea, let's go back to the conversation. So Dave, what three positions or what 3 players you like? So you mentioned Tremaine Edmonds.
I don't care about the players right now. I'm just gonna tell you.
So you said linebacker?
Linebacker. Middle linebacker. Give me a right tackle, and give me a safety.
Safety. Okay. What about you, Todd?
I'm going to go with Bates. I'm going to go with Edmonds at linebacker. And see, now this is a toss-up because I like Juwan Taylor. But McGlinchey, he already knows the San Francisco offensive line schemes that McDaniel's been trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason I would probably bring McGlinchey in.
Okay. Who else?
You gotta expect 49ers to come here. It's gonna be the same Patriots effect.
Who else, Todd?
So
You
that's
gave me
why
two people.
I think Jimmy
I
Ward would
said
actually be decent.
Bates, Edmonds, and McGlinchey.
Okay. What about you, Mountie?
He's on mute.
CT, what about you?
I'm gonna go with Dade. I'm not gonna pick a player, but the positions have to be linebacker, right tackle, and I think I would rather go cornerback over safety because we don't absolutely need a safety, but I'd love to have a better coverage safety. But I think that the cornerback position is more important.
You know this defense does call for two.
So I go linebacker, right
That's
tackle.
why I said Bates. Because the Fangio's defense needs it too.
This defense needs two Javon Hollands, just so you know.
I agree, but I think that in this situation, if you want to say draft a safety in the middle rounds, just like we got Holland in the third, I'm okay with that. I'm
We
not.
got Holland in the second. We got Holland in the second.
You got Holland in
yeah,
the second.
But see, look, this is how I
At the
look at
top
it.
of the
Holland's
second,
still a
too, at
young
the top of
safety.
Six picks in. Six picks in.
Holland's still. See, I look at it as Holland's still a young safety, so you can still put a veteran next to him, where he can learn from him a little bit. And then at the corner, you already have X, so you can get another young, bigger kid than X, and X could kind of get him right, and then that way you got
Trill
a veteran
is already on
rookie.
that path, though. Trill
You know,
is
veteran
X
rookie, in all
reincarnated.
aspects. Because
that's
also,
the thing.
because look, you got to remember, we got a lot of young players, bro. So if we plan on playing Tyndall next year, that's a young player. If they draft a linebacker, that's another young player. And then now you have Edmonds in the middle of that. That's your veteran. So the corners, like I said, that's X and whatever rookie you draft. Your safety, you have Javon Holland, who is your young safety, and you get a veteran. So that way you can have that veteran presence in every position and bro, across the defense. I'm telling you, bro, that shit.
I agree with that because I've been saying that too, and it happens with the offensive line too. But I think that again, if you're making that argument, then Trill Williams is fucking Xavier Howard 2.0. He's built the same way. He's super aggressive. He loves to. He's a ball.
But he's been hurt for 2 years in a row. He's been hurt for 2 years in a row, though.
Yeah, right now, Trill, you gotta look
there you go. He's just like X.
A backup player. You gotta look up. See, Greedy. See, my problem with Greedy is
I want a veteran cornerback. I don't
plays.
want another young cornerback. That's what I'm getting at. Is I'd rather put another veteran on the other side. Let Trill, let Kohu, let all these young guys learn from these veterans instead of just sticking another rookie on the other side of X. Because look what we did this year. We tried that and it didn't turn out very well.
All right, Crypto. What about you, Crypto? What would you do?
I missed your question. I was out. What was the original question?
If you could have 3 free agents or 3 positions that you want to address in free agency.
Oh, well, I'll say since I was ahead of rebuilding the wide receiver room last year, what I called, and they totally pretty much rebuilt it, I'll say we need to rebuild the cornerback room. Xavier McDaniel is my new DBP. He needs to be gone. I said it here first.
Xavier Howard?
He's washed up. He needs, yes.
Wow.
He's past his prime. He needs to be gone.
Yeah, we already said that a while ago. That
so you're addressing cornerback number 1.
So.
Addressing cornerback number 1. That's what you're saying.
I'm revamping the whole entire cornerback room.
It won't
and the
linebackers.
linebackers.
It'll be next year.
Linebacker and cornerbacks. Okay. And let's go with Wild Dog. Then I'll go Wild Dog. Who would you like here as free agents? You said Josh Jacobs.
The number one target, I think it should be Josh Jacobs at running back. You know, then I will go middle linebacker. You know, at middle linebacker you have T.J. Edwards from the Eagles. You have Levante David, who's from Miami. You got Jermaine Pratt, from Cincinnati.
That I like.
You got that Bobby linebacker from the Colts. There's a linebacker that's from San Francisco, You got the linebacker safety hybrid from Kaiser White from the Eagles as well.
I remember.
You got linebacker Anthony Walker from the Browns. You got linebacker Nicholas Morrow from the Bears. You know, so Miami has options at the middle linebacker position where they don't have to necessarily break the bank. You know, so running back Josh.
Who would be your guy though? Pick one guy.
I mean, if it was going to be one guy, I'm not going to lie, I'll probably go with Levante David. I think Levante David can hold down the spot for 2 seasons until Miami can really find a middle linebacker that they like, you know, within 2 years, you know, because I don't think Tyndall is meant to be the middle linebacker. I think he's meant to
outside.
be
He's an outside.
Exactly.
He's an outside linebacker. Yep.
He's Jerome Baker's replacement. He's not necessarily Landon Roberts' replacement.
Yeah.
You know,
what else would you address?
So like I said, you know, Josh Jacobs, if they can't get Josh Jacobs, try to get David Montgomery, Jamal Williams, or Kareem Hunt. And then so running back, middle linebacker, and obviously right tackle. You know, so right tackle, you can go with Terrence. You can go with Terrence Steele from Dallas. You can go with Kelvin Beachum from Arizona. You can go Isaiah Wynn from the Pats. You can go Trey Pickens from the Chargers. You can go Andre Diller from the Eagles. You can go Jermaine Emilio from Las Vegas. You know, Brandon Parker from Vegas. So Miami has options where they can get a starting caliber tackle that doesn't necessarily have to break the bank, you know, because we have to spread this money out. You know, we don't have that much money, but we have to spread it out evenly, you know.
Okay. What about you, Bounty?
I would say definitely the linebacker room needs to be revamped. The linebacker room has to be revamped regardless of who's here on defense, running the defense. But in a Fangio system, he likes linebackers in the mold of like San Francisco's linebackers. Athletic, can cover, can close quickly. Linebacker in I would say safety.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, and that's where I think we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, though, because say you have Tyndall at one outside linebacker, you bring in a premier middle linebacker. If you get a safety who's a true coverage safety, you move Brandon Jones in that linebacker safety, that safety
hybrid,
role.
like that robber, robber.
Having the robber, and that right there revamps the entire fucking linebacker room. You get your safety. All you got to do at that point is 1 middle linebacker and a safety, and now you've addressed 3 fucking positions instead of only 2.
All right, so this is what I would do. Number one thing I gotta go do it is go get Jermaine Pratt, the middle linebacker from Cincinnati. He's a captain. Slide him into here. It's gonna help our linebacking room. That's my first move. Number 2, a lot of people don't want the name. I like it, and it's gonna help Javon Holland. And the same thing what CT just said. You slide Brandon Jones. He's not so much of a coverage linebacker. You can put him in the Eric Rowe, and he could be your slash linebacker. He likes to get the quarterback. He can sack the quarterback. He's always on the line of scrimmage. I like him moving around, just being a hybrid running around. So that solves that issue, like CT said. Now, the situation with me is difficult because I told y'all how I feel about center. You can slide the center, Connor Williams to left guard, and you solve the center position. You solve the backup center position. But I also understand we got to bring in a right tackle. And I understand that we need a corner. So I keep saying it, and I'm still putting it out there into existence until somebody hears me and it happens. I am monitoring the situation with Larry Tunsil. Larry Tunsil plays left tackle. Larry Tunsil could get cut. Larry Tunsil gets cut, and he's willing to play right tackle, and he can do it at a high level. Because again, the transition from a left tackle, he's played left guard, left tackle before, left guard and left tackle for us. He's been a dominant left tackle. You could put him in at right tackle, and in the event that Armstead goes down, because you know it's going to happen at some time in the season, You still have these valuable backups in Shell that you could bring back. Lamb for like $1.5 million that you could bring them back. You could bring those are solidified good backups. Brandon Jones, all these guys are really good. But I'm monitoring the Larry Tunsil situation. You get Larry Tunsil at right tackle, and you figure it out at center. Number 1 pick in the draft, second round, number 52, I believe, 52 or 56. I forgot what number we have. I think it's 52. I am getting the best running back available. We need a running back. And y'all know who I want. Y'all know who I want. Alabama boy.
He ain't gonna be there. Stop it.
I know,
not gonna be there.
But there are other good running backs that could be there in position. There are other running backs that we all looked at that I like that we got to take the best one available.
But if he's gone, I'm sorry, I'm going linebacker.
I agree. Regardless of how you feel, I am going in this order. This is my order. I would go running back, middle linebacker, and corner in the draft. We've heard Nick Needham is coming back. We've heard that, obviously Trill will come back. You cut Byron Jones. You're going to be able to make some capital. Now, again, whether you feel like Cater and Needham, who could start, I don't care who you think. You figure it out. But you have to draft a cornerback in the 3rd round so you could groom 2 years from now or a year from now. If you want to move on from X, you have that corner in place, whether it's Trill. Exactly. I agree. It's just that we do got a lot of corners on the roster, and you could make a case for Cater Crow who playing the boundary. You could make a case, whether we like it or not.
Yes.
You could make a case.
Yes.
So that is my issue.
Big enough.
Yeah.
He got the size that we need out there, if we're being honest.
And as far as
that's my whole thing,
like you said,
size.
I'm double dipping in the linebacker room. Whether you keep Baker or not, I am double dipping in linebacker room. So your 3 linebackers right now on the team, right? You have Tyndall, you have Cameron Good, and you have Baker. Those are your 3 that you have. You can cut Baker, you can make some money off of it if you want. But you go get 2 linebackers. I need 1 in the draft, and I need 1 in free agency. Now you're revamping your room. Now, I'm all with the agreement. I know a lot of people don't want to see AVG, but you know how I feel about Andrew Van Ginkel. If y'all haven't seen the tape,
why people don't want to see AVG?
Listen, just in case nobody's seen the tape of Andrew Van Ginkel, he did it a little bit last season with us. He did it in college. Go check out tape of Andrew Van Ginkel playing middle linebacker. Whether you think he's big enough or not, go look at the tape. But it's pretty special. And again, regardless if we don't bring him back or not, because he's going to cost between $7 and $9 million, in my opinion. It's not sources, in my opinion.
Hell no.
He's going to be
getting that.
Listen, he's gonna be a New England Patriot. I'm just putting it out there. He's gonna be a New England Patriot. I'm just gonna put it out there.
You can't pay people because they're gonna go to certain teams.
I know,
but I'm just saying. He's a $4 or $5 million player.
That's what he's worth. I agree. I just see somebody.
Yeah, and the thing is just like we had the argument about paying Agba that much to be a rotational player. I sure as fuck am not paying AVG $7 to $9 million as a rotational player. It's not happening.
No.
Not happening.
But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna get into the corner, the safety position. I really want to get into that.
Bones smoking dope.
Bones says the only one he wants is AVG. That's the only linebacker he really wants. But if you haven't looked at the tape, look at the tape. I really recommend it out there, and I don't want to get credit for it. It's EM and Lewis have been talking about this for a while. Go check it out. Go check out the tape on AVG. Go check it out.
Baker's
it's pretty
gotta
good.
Go, bro. Baker's gotta go. Sorry.
I know how you feel about Baker. I know, but we don't know. We don't know who comes in here is going to say, I want Baker.
Tyndall is his exact replacement. He has sideline to sideline speed, and he's actually better at stopping the run than Baker is.
I
and
agree.
At this point, you allow Brandon Jones on the other side in that hybrid role. That fucking run game, we would stop the run game all fucking day and twice on Sundays if you have Tyndall and Brandon Jones in that 6-1 playing on the line. Bro, forget it.
No, I get you. I hear you. I know you hate Baker. I know.
Bro, he ain't
no shit. Brandon Jones, I wouldn't play him on the line. He's a little bit too light in the butt to do that.
Oh my God, bro, we had him on the line all fucking season until he got hurt. He's been doing it for 2 years now, bro. He blitz and plays the run extremely well. The one thing Brandon Jones has issue with is coverage. As much as I love the guy, Brandon Jones is not good in coverage, but he has the size and the speed to play the fucking run really well. That's where I think He's got to be in that linebacker safety hybrid because he
Let him
just
cover
doesn't
running
have the
backs. Keep
ability
him
to
away from tight
play
ends.
in the deep half. He just
He's
doesn't.
not. He's not big
Miami
enough to
needs a
cover tight
safety?
ends. So
Why
let him cover
Miami needs
running
a
backs.
safety?
No, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I'm saying using him as far as you allow Tyndall to play that Baker role because he has the sideline to sideline speed, and Tyndall is bigger than Baker, so he can play the run well. If you bring Brandon Jones down from that strong safety, and instead of having him in the deep half and bringing another cornerback, he can stay on the inside and allow us it, because remember, Fangio loves to worry or to take away that spread offense. How do you do that? You bring a guy who's decent at coverage where he only has to cover in a smaller space versus asking him to play a deep half. I think that suits him well when he also can rush the quarterback and he can play well in the run game. I think it would be a good fit for him there. Just because he's on the line of scrimmage every snap doesn't necessarily mean he's playing the run every snap, because Fangio likes to drop those linebackers and bring an inside linebacker, or drop a linebacker and bring his slot corner on a blitz instead. So it allows that scheme to be multiple and less fucking predictable, a la Landon Roberts. Every time Landon Roberts comes in the fucking game, you know they're playing the run.
So I was just looking at the final. Obviously, Waddle didn't make the Pro Bowl, which I thought he was going to be, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But yeah, shout out to the Pro Bowlers we got going out there to Vegas on Thursday. We got Teron Armstead, Tyreek Hill, Bradley Chubb, and Xavier Howard going out there representing the Miami
Teron Armstead, dude, he misses every other game, but he makes the Pro Bowl. Really?
I mean, look, we can make an argument about Xavier Howard.
Matters,
7 years.
Exactly, just like Xavier Howard. How in the hell they play that way? Oh, it's because of their name. That's all it is, bro.
You know that.
Yeah, that was pure name recognition.
But Chris, but how does
young guys, these young cornerbacks had great fucking years, but you're gonna take up their opportunity to go play in the Pro Bowl because, oh, I know that name. Oh, Xavier Howard, he was the best cornerback last year. Yeah, this year he played like shit.
How does Christian Wilkins not make it? Really?
That's the biggest
question
bro.
It's ridiculous.
He didn't have enough sacks. He didn't have enough sacks.
Bro, it has nothing to do with fucking sacks, though, bro. When you are still have the most tackle for losses, you have the most tackle for losses and combined tackles over every other defensive tackle in the goddamn league. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I agree.
That's fucking naivete. That's people who don't watch Dolphins games and they don't know the value of the players on this team because they hate this team so goddamn much. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, they don't definitely know the value of that player
Just like
at all.
Zach Thomas, and how Zach Thomas isn't in the Hall of Fame because, he's not a big name. We didn't hear his name every year like Ray Lewis the Murderer and all the other guys. Because he played on the Dolphins.
I know Christian Wilkins' value, but he didn't have enough sacks. It's the facts.
I get you. That might be the reason.
Linemen
He didn't. He only had, how
don't
many
have
sacks?
very
He
many
only had
sacks.
like 4.5 sacks.
Period.
He only
I
had
think it was
like
like 4.5,
4.5 sacks. But that's coaching. That's coaching, not putting players in positions to make bigger plays. That's why
I disagree with that because
I disagree because
I disagree.
You can get a lot of tackles and a lot of tackles for losses and pressures and be just as effective.
Yeah, exactly. And if you go and look at the statistics, defensive tackles often don't get high numbers of sacks. It's the defensive ends getting the sacks and linebackers blitzing. The fact that You couldn't ask Christian Wilkins to do any more than he did this year. To expect him to do anything else other than what he did is ridiculous. He played a fucking amazing season.
He did, but he still didn't have enough sacks compared to the guy in KC and the guy in Tennessee. Was it Simons in Tennessee and then Jones in KC? Those guys had 10 plus sacks.
Yeah, but you're telling me that they don't consider him to be one of the top 4 defensive tackles in the AFC?
And don't forget Quentin Williams.
That's ridiculous.
Don't forget Quentin Williams. No, I value Christian Wilkins. I know Christian Wilkins' value, but I feel like coaching would have put him into better positions with play scheming for him to get more sacks. It just didn't happen. But he did. He gave 110%. He did great. He just didn't have the sacks.
I agree to that. I mean, you could have tried some other things, but I think that, again, the fact that we don't have a run-stuffing middle linebacker who can also cover, as soon as they see a Landon Roberts come in, they're changing that goddamn play to a fucking pass play, and you can't expect Christian Wilkins to say, okay, well, they know we're fucking playing the pass. I got to get in there. Nah, man, they were getting rid of the ball so quickly. Every time that they realized that Landon Roberts' bitch ass was on the field, it was ridiculous, bro.
Hopefully they replace him.
The Landon Roberts?
He ain't on the contract no more, bro.
100%. I agree. Hey, listen, everybody. I'm going to call it, man. I still got to do a couple things. Tomorrow we'll be back at 8:30. And we're going to be cooking the whole week. Friday, again, happy hour is going to be around 5, maybe 4 o'clock, depending on if y'all want to do 4 o'clock. But we're going to be cooking early on Friday. Shout out to everybody tomorrow.
Man.
The what?
Check me out.
What's up?
Go Heat.
Changed his Abby.
Oh,
look at his Abby.
Oh, man. What an abomination.
What about exactly, man? I agree.
Boy, your ass in Miami, boy.
Almost as good as that LaCry James. Almost as good as that LaCry James over there crying about not getting fucking foul calls.
Yeah, he foul niggas all the time.
Listen, Day County. Listen. The best Miami Heat team. Change my opinion. The best Miami Heat team is 1997. Change my opinion.
97.
97. Change my opinion.
Hardaway, Dan Marley, Vashawn Leonard, fucking Alonzo Mourning. Let's fucking
bring
go,
LeBron
bro.
back to Miami.
Let's
bring
go.
LeBron back to Miami.
I would trade him to Miami. You tell me what you want to give me. Give me Tyler Hero. Give me a couple things.
Hell no, we don't want no LaCry James. He can
this man went. Dog, you always asking for Tyler, bro. Tyler ain't going nowhere. That's the core.
Give me Bam Adebayo. Give me one of them. You gotta give me one of them.
Bro, we don't want
sit
that.
there and suffer with LeBron old ass. We don't want that shit back.
Give me Hero and Adebayo. You got yourself a deal.
Stick
Yeah,
with him.
Thunder Dan.
Y'all
He
take
has a
y'all
long history.
TM over there.
Coach
Y'all enjoy that
LeBron
shit.
has fucked that team up for years, so you can keep your coach LeBron.
No, we cool.
LeBron is on that TB12. He's on that illegal drug
LeBron want to come back to
TB12
Miami
that
with all
Tom
my
Brady's on.
undrafted free agents who's better than him in his team.
Listen, LeBron is on that TB12. Yeah. Yes, that's true.
Nah, LeBron is on that ice cold. You know what?
And then got Anthony Davis over there acting like he hurt all the time. He just don't want
that man's always hurt, but he's good. He's our best player. Put some respect on his name.
Your best player always hurt, so how good is he?
But he's our best player. We could only win championships when he's healthy. So.
You don't even know if he's good. He always hurt.
I mean, I know he's good because he whooped that Heat ass in the playoffs. That's all I remember. So I'll tell you that.
Oh, you talking about that team with Jimmy Butler by himself?
Much love, everybody, man. Fins up. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, man. Appreciate everybody in the comment section. Hit the like button. And
Jimmy took the boys to 6.
Oh, here we go. Much love, everybody. Love y'all.
All right, Ben.